From WNBA rising star to free agent overnight, Chennedy Carter's career hangs by a thread after her shocking confrontation with Caitlin Clark. But was the push really what ended her time with the Chicago Sky? The truth might surprise you. So let's dive into what's really going on with Chennedy Carter and the Chicago Sky. If you've been following women's basketball, you know Carter as an explosive scorer, someone who can light up the scoreboard at any moment. But right now, she's making headlines for all the wrong reasons. The Chicago Sky dropped a bombshell announcement. They are not offering Carter a qualifying offer, which basically means they are showing her the door. This isn't just about any player. We're talking about their leading scorer. You don't let talent like that walk away unless something is seriously wrong. Let's break this down because there's a lot to unpack here. Carter is capable of dropping 20 points like it's nothing. When she's on her game, she's practically unstoppable. With a quick first step that leaves defenders in the dust and shooting that's pure silk, her absence will be keenly felt. But according to reports, Carter's not coming back, and the Sky's decision didn't come out of nowhere. There's been tension in the locker room for months, and the infamous push on Caitlin Clark was just the lid finally popping off. Rewinding to that moment, the game was intense, emotions were running high, and then, boom, Carter puts her hands on Clark, causing gasps throughout the arena. Physical contact happens in basketball, but this felt different. It felt personal. When reporters tried to get Carter to discuss the incident, her response was icy. She brushed off questions about Clark as if they were nothing, which speaks volumes in today's media-savvy sports world. The Sky's official statement tries to keep things professional, claiming, Chennedy Carter had an incredible season for us. She's extremely talented. But then they dropped a bomb about changes to their staff impacting Carter's fit on the team. Translation: there are issues that go way beyond what happens on the court. Social media has erupted over this situation. Insiders are suggesting that it isn't just about the push on Clark. There are locker room issues at play. One comment that's gaining traction says, "You never let your best offensive player walk away for nothing unless there are locker room issues." Think about that for a second. Letting go of a leading scorer is akin to a restaurant firing their best chef. You don't do it unless something is seriously wrong in the kitchen. Adding fuel to the fire, it appears that Carter and Angel Reece have unfollowed each other on social media. While this might seem petty, in 2024, that's a public statement. It suggests that these high-profile players have beef, and the timing couldn't be worse for Carter. The WNBA is on the verge of its biggest breakthrough ever, with discussions about a massive new collective bargaining agreement and media rights deals worth billions. Carter stands to lose all of this potential growth because of her inability to keep her cool. The push on Clark wasn't just any old basketball scuffle. Clark has become the face of women's basketball. Pushing her was akin to picking a fight with the Golden Goose at a time when the sport is finally getting the recognition it deserves. The reactions from around the league have been telling. One comment summed it up: "She's a real baller, but she's also a psycho." That might be harsh, but in professional sports, especially in 2024, talent isn't everything. You need to be the complete package. Sources close to the team have whispered about tension for months, and while the push on Clark may have been the straw that broke the camel's back, that camel was already carrying a heavy load. There are reports of missed meetings, conflicts with teammates, and an attitude that just doesn't fit with where the league is headed. In today's WNBA, it's not just about what you do during the game. It's about being professional 24/7. Every action, every social media post, and every interaction with fans and media matters. The league is at a crucial point in its history, growing with talent and finally attracting attention from sponsors. Now, the big question is, will any other team take a chance on Carter? It's not a simple yes or no. She's obviously talented, but can any team afford to take on a player with this kind of baggage? Some insiders believe she may need to play overseas to rebuild her reputation. But even that path isn't guaranteed. The social media reaction to this situation has been wild. One fan tweeted, "Carter's got more talent in her pinky than some players have in their whole body. But talent isn't everything anymore." Another said, "You can't push the golden goose and expect to keep your job." The consensus seems to be that Carter picked the wrong time to let her emotions get the best of her. Most players are staying quiet publicly, but the unfollows and subtle likes on critical posts speak volumes. The push on Clark seems to be part of a larger narrative. Sources indicate that there was tension building up before that game, with Carter reportedly unhappy about the attention Clark was receiving. The push was the final act in a longer play. This situation highlights how much the WNBA has changed. Teams are no longer solely focused on talent. They are also concerned about building positive cultures and brand images. The timing for Carter couldn't be worse, as the league is on the brink of a major media deal that could change everything. In the world of professional sports, especially in 2024, it's about more than just skill. Players need to navigate the complexities of being a public figure. For Carter, this is a wake-up call. She has the talent, but she needs to show teams she can be part of something bigger than herself. The next few months will be crucial for Carter. Free agency is tough, but she needs to prove she's worth another chance. The WNBA is evolving, and the expectations are higher than ever. Will she be able to adapt, or will she be left behind? This story isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about the evolution of women's professional sports. The WNBA is a brand, a movement, and players are ambassadors for the sport. The coming weeks will reveal what's next for Chennedy Carter. If you want to stay updated on all the drama, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications.